Twins Wars continued in Sierra Leone and Liberia before taking a new turn in September 2000. This time, rebels from Liberia and Sierra Leone proceeded in cross-border attacks into Guinea. The principal targets of these attacks were the location where there were concentrations of refugees along the borders, notably in the Guinean regions of Kisidougou, Forikaria, Gekidu, Lasenta, southeast of Guinea.
Taylor, he saw himself as the leader not just of Liberia, but of that whole part of West Africa, including Guinea. He tried to manipulate things in Guinea.
Nous, les blindés, nous gagnerons la guerre. N'importe quel ennemi qui osera de tenter de pénétrer, de fouler le sol guinéen, les blindés l'écraseront. Nous sommes prêts, toujours prêts. La réalité qui est là est que les militaires sont sur le terrain pour la victoire. Rien ne nous repoussera.
Suite aux attaques qui ont été perpétrées par les rebelles dans la région de la Languette, il a été décidé que les réfugiés qui habitaient dans les environs de Gekedou, Forikaria, tout ça, soient transférés à Dabola ici, dans un lieu très sûr. Il y a eu d'abord des phases de sensibilisation de la population locale. Il y a eu des problèmes liés soit en termes de relations entre réfugiés et populations autochtones, parce que pour les populations autochtones, c'était les réfugiés qui ont appelé les rebelles pour perpétrer ces attaques-là. Donc il fallait sensibiliser la population.
C'est une opération conjointe gouvernement de Guinée et HCR. C'est le gouvernement de Guinée qui demande au HCR d'organiser le transfert des opérations, le transfert des réfugiés vivant le long des frontières vers l'intérieur des terres.
Guinea had an enormous refugee problem.
The children are parking on them. No really help for them. The project will be given to them or some assistance, besides food to be given to them. We not have it. So it's a serious problem, and also most of them, they say they were vulnerable and people they will pay for them. But it came to a time they say they must pay for themselves. Now they are trying to mold the breast. They pay it. When you mold the breast, you yourself will get it more than they paid it. Then they paid it for you. But it's very difficult for women to do that.
Les vulnérables, c'est les personnes âgées, seules ou les personnes âgées avec mineurs en charge. Les femmes seules, c'est-à-dire les femmes qui ont perdu leur mari dans la guerre, qui ont des enfants mineurs. Nous avons des enfants séparés, les enfants qui ont perdu leurs parents ou qui ne se retrouvent pas avec leurs parents. Quand on parle d'une femme seule, qui a déjà perdu son mari, elle vit seule, elle est donc exposée à ce type de violence. Donc ces violences, nous les rencontrons dans les camps. Et parmi ces femmes violentées, nous avons même des femmes réfugiées ou des filles réfugiées qui se prostituent. Ça aussi, c'est une forme de violence.
Mais il y en a qui sont de façon très particulière, très vulnérables. C'est le cas des enfants orphelins qui sont de surcroît des handicapés.
The process of getting wood for cooking has become a problem for us here, for the women. In the United Nations have now purchased vast land for our women, our children to go into these bushes to cut wood for cooking purpose. And so many of the times our refugees usually have loggerheads with the locals But as God could have it, there's a little bit mutual understanding. All depends on the proper arrangement with the landowner. But that still is not sufficient, in that we want for the HCR to continue to have vast land so that our people will be able to go into these bushes, fields to call wood. So woods have been one of the problems as well.
Malgré que nous protégeons les arbres, on ne peut pas empêcher que les activités comme les ménages ou bien la construction des abris, on ne peut pas les empêcher carrément. Nous avons, pour ce qui est des bois de chauffe, nous avons envisagé des mesures d'atténuation comme les foyers améliorés. Ainsi, ces foyers sont utilisés par les familles bénéficiaires et il y a une économie d'énergie de 30 à 40%. Malgré l'atténuation, malgré la protection, il y a toujours de la destruction du couvert végétal. Ainsi, nous avons envisagé une mesure de compensation et cette mesure, c'est le reboisement. L'autre mesure, la quatrième, c'est une mesure transversale, c'est-à-dire c'est l'information, l'éducation et la sensibilisation.
And while Guinea escaped the worst of the Civil War, some of its border regions were impacted. And of course, Guinea suffered from the Civil War in other ways because, you know, many of the people of Guinea are related to people in Liberia and Sierra Leone. So they had family that they knew were suffering. Guinea had an enormous refugee problem, but Sierra Leone and Liberia in particular suffered immensely in these civil wars. They were just horrendous. And then for them to finally achieve peace.
The country is going downhill. It's ruined. The economy is ruined. Everything is just, you know, it's just taking a backward turn.
The elections held in 1996, even though it's under international observation, Jimmy Carter, former President Jimmy Carter is there. And it has all the trappings of an election. It looks really good. There's speeches and people talking, and when voting day comes, thousands and thousands of people line up. And of course, it's you know, summer in Liberia, so it's pouring rain. You know, it's the rainy season, and people are, you know, really wanting to vote. But everybody knows Taylor's not going to lose. Taylor's going to win because Taylor has basically told everybody, not always directly, but he has told everybody, if I don't win, I go back to the bush. I start this fight up again. And the Liberian public, or the dark humor of a populace that has suffered so much, the election slogan that every one of his rallies, you would hear people chanting, he killed my ma, he killed my pa, I'm going to vote for him. He killed my ma, he killed my dad, I'm going to vote for him. The Liberian people voted for him mainly because they feared him. And they thought maybe because he's the biggest, toughest, meanest son of a bitch in the country, he'll maintain the peace.
So we always ask the Liberian people, look here we are. Forgive us for our role. We came to remove what we call the dictator. In the process of removing him, there was a tense war. And when two elephants fight, the grass must suffer. So we are sorry for our role. We have sincerely apologized to the people of Liberia before the TRC. We've done it from time to time.
Followed by the national anthem. This running of liberty shall be ours. To you honey bring me offering, and my day be upon. To you honey bring me offering, and my day be upon. And my day be upon.
Today is a very important day for Sierra Leone. We have civil war in my country is at an end, and we have all resolved that never again shall we resort to violence to settle matters of political importance.
The armed struggle which we started on the 23rd March 1991 has been painful for all of us. For too long, we had lived in Sierra Leone in which a few corrupt people held the majority to ransom. Because of this, violence erupted in society. And because of this violence, there have been victims. People have died, others have suffered injuries.
This historic document which we're about to sign should be dedicated to the children of Sierra Leone. I shall sign it as President of Sierra Leone. More importantly, I shall sign it not for myself, but for Memuna Mansere, who is here today representing thousands of our sisters and brothers, the children of Sierra Leone, the most vulnerable victims of the war.
I know that the people of Sierra Leone have gone through a painful experience. Who can forget the brutal amputation of limbs that went on here and all the atrocities that took place? But I hope, following the signing of yesterday, this will be a thing of the past. And now we all have to come together to implement the peace agreement that was negotiated.
The refugees ready to go back home.
Bangoura.
Oh, now always find we get well body and long life. We begin and get well body and long life. So we take our thing for us today.
À l'accueil, il y a GTZ, notre partenaire, avec l'HCR qui fait d'abord la vérification physique de ces personnes, vérification à travers les manifestes, et ensuite nous procédons à la distribution des bagages pour permettre aux réfugiés de pouvoir s'installer. Après cela, nous procédons à une distribution d'un repas chaud le soir pour permettre à ces personnes de pouvoir se rassasier et se reposer pour pouvoir repartir le lendemain. Et, il y a aussi les autres partenaires comme Médecins sans frontières aussi qui procèdent à le screening médical et IRC aussi qui fait aussi le tracing pour les enfants non accompagnés. Donc le lendemain matin, nous procédons à ces différentes étapes-là pour vérifier si tous les réfugiés sont en bon état de pouvoir faire le voyage le lendemain donc avec ce screening médical et pour voir aussi si tous les enfants qui sont venus avec le convoi sont bien accompagnés et sont dans les familles respectives. Ceux qui ne sont pas dans leurs familles respectives ou bien sont des enfants seuls, après le tracing, ils sont orientés par notre partenaire IRC qui les réfère à la structure adaptée. Et notre partenaire UEM ici établit la liste, le boarding pass, donc pour leur permettre de pouvoir embarquer dans les camions.
Maman